Milady, your cheek marks are glowing.
Put in the mixtape.
As you wish.
Yo, it's your boy, TNBT, back yet again with a fire video for you. Unfortunately, it's not as fire as Heinous' mixtape, but I'm already starting off with spoilers. Okay, I tried to release this before Christmas to first off say, Merry Christmas, or Stump Day, if you know what I mean. And today, it's time to analyze the 30-minute special episode, Monster Bash. So, this episode in summary was about Star finally creating a party for the monsters of Muni to bond. It was great how we were able to see some of the same monsters from Raid the Cave again. That's continuity. And also, fun fact is that this monster was originally voiced by Greg Cipes? Until this episode, basically. I guess they realized that they wanted to change voice actors after realizing that Tad had the same exact one. Anyways, it's now the moment to truly analyze. Let's begin with the fact that Star is wearing the dress as when Face the Music premiered. But most of all, Marco is wearing the same suit as he did when going out with Jackie. I know because I compared the images and it's spot on. It could be for continuity or for the fact that Marco is dressing up as if this is a date. But hey, who knows, right? While the party begins, Rasticore, Heinous, and Gemini are already having a stakeout monitoring Marco. Rasticore's body nearly is fully recovered, and it's mainly his face that still hasn't healed yet. And I'm only guessing, just like Deadpool, the body part regenerates starting with infant-like features, then finally into a fully developed adult. Because Rasticore's face wasn't exactly too intimidating, but those muscles though. In this scene, Heinous rocks on with her mixtape titled I Hate Princess Turdina Mix. And I swear to you all, I am not editing this.
Milady, your cheek marks are glowing.
Put in the mixtape.
As you wish.
Alright, so moving on, another thing is that Tom is here, and it's funny because Star even admitted that she forgot about him. She seems to be avoiding him on purpose, but to be fair, this is an extremely important celebration like she mentioned before. And it's not like they haven't had a romantic moment before. Remember that lava lake beach scene? Yeah, I hated it too. Now, moving back to the party, Rich Pigeon startles Marco for him to do the sword hand dance, which is indeed what Eclipsa called it, so the monsters have either been hearing certain things from Eclipsa herself, or they all truly believe in it. She does have that secret spades tunnel, and this monster temple most likely is connected to the path. I'll be elaborating on this in another video for sure. Oh, and Kelko is trying to become an actual thing. Can't wait for that. In the next scenes, Princess Spiderbite and Slime start interacting with one another. Apparently his slime was able to heal her bite, so is she technically still Princess Spiderbite? Just something to think about. But that's honestly the least of our concerns. They eventually make down a secret pathway with statues and a monster named Mina Loveberry herself. And even when Star and Marco both soon come down, they're awfully surprised themselves to see her. Mina had been camping inside of the monster temple for years waiting for Heinous' return. This explains why she was shown scourging through the garbage for donuts on Earth and why this comic was freshly opened, says by Marco. Which, by the way, with a little research, was a reference to Tuxedo Mask from Sailor Moon. I'm truthfully thinking about going back to watching the rest of the series of Sailor Moon because I still never finished it, because I think there's a lot of references that I really need to get used to. And lastly, it's ironic because that's exactly who Mina Loveberry used to kinda look like before she went all nuts and stuff. And by the way, the main feature that I'm comparing the two with are their hairstyles. And now, continuing on with the plot, Heinous bursts through the ceiling to capture Marco and take away some of his youth and personality. Which is why the students of St. Olga were so drained and had generic weak behavior.
That free-thinking 1 in a million
brats will become a one-of-a-million emotionless rubber stamp that your bloodline can count on.
During this same sequence, Heinous plays her music to get in the mood, I guess. Gotta love that metal.
Start the machine!
Before Heinous pulls the switch though, her door opens as her clover cheeks glow. It's something very much similar to what we've seen before, like when Moon unlocked her door for battle armor. When the door opens for Heinous, it's revealed that this was and still is her room. This is all simply because she is the daughter of Eclipsa, and well, a former princess, aka a butterfly. Coming from her room seems to be a statue of Eclipsa's husband's mother, and on the other side is Mike Wazowski's. Okay, so obviously it's not Mike Wazowski, but come on, all jokes aside, it does look quite similar to him, and we probably don't even know about this monster yet. Now, when it comes to Heinous and her age, she's most likely just as old as her mother Eclipsa. Of course, like, maybe 25 years younger, probably. Obviously, the reason behind her survival is most likely through the machine that she's been using to take other people's youth. Her real name is Meteora, and she must have had a long and possibly sadistic past. And well, like I said previously, I will be discussing this in a future separate video simply because I don't want to make this another almost 20-minute analysis video like I did the other one. After Meteora's secret reveal, Mina goes against Star so Star can protect Meteora, her freaking ancestor. Can we talk about Mina and her almost invincible strength? The girl has abs and clearly was able to withstand Star's spider with a top hat spell with no problem. You know, the same spell that Star had to use in order to get rid of the giant demon dogs. Yeah, that same spell that was claimed to be Star's most powerful spell, aside from her immunity form. It didn't do crap. But then, Tom basically distracts her with a demon spell before the day is saved by Romulus and some other guards.
The Donut Patrol? I gotta make tracks!
Come on. Anybody else remember Inspector Gadget? Nobody remembers when Disney used to... Oh my... No one remembers those movies but me, huh? You know, like... Okay, let me just move on with this analysis video. Star saves the monsters after one last bit of utter complete discrimination.
Let those monsters go!
We found these hooligans loitering outside the temple. I need to take them in for processing.
Oh, really? Then why don't you process those hooligans?
And we are left with Heinous. I mean, Meteora, ending the mid-season with an interesting and yet threatening cliffhanger. Kinda like how they did us with Ludo stealing the Book of Spells last year. Only better, simply because since we really haven't seen in depth just what she's capable of. Even Rasticore was a bit intrigued of what was going on. And now, I'm gonna be saying this one last time just in case there's any confusion. This is the ending of this analysis video, but however, there will be a separate video on Meteora. Now, the same thing was said about Marco in my last analysis. There will be a separate video one for him as well, especially about his wand, by the way. But I ended up only addressing it in the comment section, so for anyone who didn't see that message, I'm just saying it now. And with all that being said, as usual, you guys have an absolutely amazing Christmas, and I'll catch you off in the next video. Peace!